Hello everyone and welcome to video number 3. So today we are going to be designing this poster here. It's a pretty simple poster. But it's really cool. They have some basic geometric shapes like circles and some type effects. And then we're also going to play a little bit with blending modes and how we can actually use blending modes to create these really cool visuals. Like example here, this is 3D. It is the same shape with the same color, but using 3 different blending modes to create this effect. So yeah, let's just start. So the first thing, actually, let's just go to File and create a new document for our poster. I'm gonna use again the 1700, 2400 RGB and just press Create. Perfect. So I'm just gonna leave this on here on the side just for a small reference, so I don't lose myself. I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller. I don't need it very big. So to start, let's just create a new layer and just make a rectangle shape here. Let's just make a background, just something like this. I will be sure to be the same size of the artboard, 2400. Align it perfectly. Great. And let's just change the color to something neutral. As I said before, I don't really like to design with a white page. Under me gives me something, I don't know. And next, okay, let's just start. I like to also, sometimes when I'm designing, actually, I really like to create a grid for myself, so I can actually align the text and the geometric shapes together really nicely. So the way I like to do grids, I just go to the rectangular tool here, and then I just make a nice grid before I do this, if you click twice, you can actually go to the rectangular grid tool options, and here you can actually choose the size of the rectangle grid, and then the number of dividers. So this number of dividers is very important because it creates the number of lines you're gonna see in the middle of the grid, which is if you really need a very detailed grid, you increase this number. If you not need a very detailed grid, you just decrease it. It's really nice to actually have the options to do this. Just press OK, and if you just click twice, it actually creates the grid for you already. So as you can see here, it's not aligned to our artboard, so I'm gonna just select it and just align it. Or the other way you actually can do it is just go to our grid tool here and just draw by yourself like this. Try to match it perfectly. It's always harder because you always move a little bit and then it's not exactly the same size of the artboard, but you can just then align it and it'll be alright. So right now our grid doesn't have any color. You just cannot add if you want to add a stroke. If you press D, it actually applies black and white colors into anything you are selected. So, but we don't need actually the white background, so we're gonna just turn it off. Perfect. So we have our grid here, and the next thing we need to do is just, sorry if I'm zooming and moving the artboard a lot, I'm quite a little bit anxious today for some reason. And let's just select our grid, and let's go to Window, and actually View, and let's go to Guides, and make guides. Perfect. So now is the grid that we use is not a vector anymore, so now it's like a guide. So if we save this or export it, that grid won't be visible anymore. And you can use hides here and then hide them and show them when you need to. I like to use a shortcut. It's really quick and makes it very easy to design like this. Great. The next thing let's just design is just a few circles. Let's just use our grid for reference like this. And let's go here, press D again. So we apply the white fill. And let's just apply actually a gradient, of course. And actually had someone on a Facebook group saying my overuse of gradients is too much. I'm so sorry if I use a lot of gradients. I just I'm on a gradient phase of my life for some reason. And yeah. So we have our circle, we apply our gradient, great. And I'm gonna choose the points gradient, which is my favorite tool ever. And just go to our libraries. I'm gonna just find a really nice color set here. I don't know which one I used there. So I left the color set here, so I have actually had a reference. I think it was this one. and then I can just add theme to the swatches, so it's gonna be easier to find it on my swatches here. Okay, they just went to the other screen. Great, there they are. Just gonna glue them here, and let's just design a nice gradient now. Let's just select this point here. Let's apply this color, and it's a darker color here. Maybe a yellow here would be nice, and another yellow here. Great, this is the quickest gradient ever seen. And let's just turn our guides off. And right now, actually, I really like it the way it is. Actually, like it works. Even just like a simple graphic on the middle, if you put some text here, it will look amazing. But we need to actually keep going and transform into this thing here. Let's just zoom in a little bit, and let's just rotate, make a copy. Oh, sorry, I'm just doing it as I go. So the way I love to make copies in Illustrator is just like select the object and then press Alt and Shift, and then just drag it down, and yeah, it creates an automatic copy here. So then I'm gonna press R for rotation. I'm gonna rotate this thing a little bit more. I'm gonna select these both spheres. I'm gonna get my guides back. I'm gonna scale this down to here so it fits the guides better. I'm gonna align this in the middle. Actually, it's aligned already, looks like. Just gonna turn these guides off. I think my computer is speeding up a little bit. Okay, now it's aligned. Perfect. So we have the number 8. Let's just keep going. Let's just select these two spheres. And let's go to edit. Okay, my computer is freaking out now. Let's go to copy. And again, even my menu is taking longer to open. I'm sorry. And okay. And then I don't know what's happening, why he's doing this. Okay. Maybe I will gonna pause it for a minute and see if I can do something. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, my computer, I think I had a lot of things open, and well, normal things happen. So I think I already made a copy of this. So I'm gonna select these two. I'm going to, what's going on again? I think it's Illustrator, and paste in place. Great. And then here, let's select this one. And let's go to transform, scale, and let's scale it down for 80%, like this. Do the same thing here, transform, scale to 80%, and let's just rotate this a little bit so we actually change the direction of the gradient. And let's see. Great, actually it's looking like, the thing about using gradients is like every time you use one, and like if the colors are nice, it ends up looking really nice, like the most simple things. That's why I'm really in love with gradients right now. So again, I'm gonna do another copy really quick. Go to edit, copy, edit, paste in place, and drag it down like this. So try to find this composition here. And the next thing we need to create is these three elements here. For that, let's just select our rectangle tool here, and I'm sorry, I'm really noticing I'm moving the artboard a lot, and I know how annoying that is when you're trying to follow a tutorial, but I will try to make it more chill. So I'm gonna just make like a little rectangle using the rectangle tool here, and then I'm just going to press A to get the direction tool here. Gonna just make it rounded, something like this. Try to center it using the line tools here. Okay, this is not aligned, looks like. Let's just select our things all together and right click and group them. And let's see if they are aligned. It feels like they are aligned, so I don't know why he's saying this is not aligned. If this is aligned, maybe this one is not aligned. Is it? Yeah. Okay, cool. And let's just scale this down a little bit, maybe. Something like this, and let's just make it, make the corners again. Oh my god, what's happening? Okay, should I make another one? Yeah, maybe. Gonna make a new rectangle then, and sorry for this so many mistakes today. And okay, let's just select it, make it rounded, make a few copies like this, try to distribute them equally, and just going to use a high drop tool and get the same colors here, And I'm going to, my god, my Illustrator is just not helping me today. I'm just going to rotate this one using the R key. And yeah, it's pretty much there, almost. Let's just keep going. Let's ungroup this one because we grouped it before to make it like aligned. And okay, oh my god. Oh my god, this computer is just killing me today. Just deselecting something. Oh, okay. And then let's go to opacity. And here on opacity, you can control, of course, the opacity and the transparency. I don't know how experienced with Illustrator you are, but also you have like the blending modes here. So you can play around with these blending modes. They're really cool. You can actually see in real time which effects are happening there. If my computer lets me, it doesn't crash as while I'm doing this. And so you can actually just like see which blending mode works better for the effect you're looking for and for the visual. I think on that case, I think I used something like multiply, I guess. Yeah, or something like this. Yeah, I think it was like the colors are a little bit off, but you get the technique, which is important. And then here, I'm just going to, oh my god, sorry. Just going to make a different one. Maybe let's say overlay. Nice, overlay works well as well. And then a hard light, and then let's do a color burn. No, new color burn, and or saturation. Let's just find which one looks nicer. And yeah, this is pretty much the abstract part of it. It's actually, I actually think this one is looking better than the other one. And then I just put some text. I named this abstraction. You can name it as what you want, actually. It doesn't need to follow this thing. You can even like play with typography a little bit more. Let's just get our guides here. And then I used a I think it was Pangram font, which is like one of my favorite fonts at the moment. Just going to make it in 3 lines. Why not? Because it works really well. Like, actually the N needs to be such a nice word. It works really well in any way you design it anyway. So let's just like decrease the size the distance in between them to make a really nice text block here. Something like that. Perfect. And let's just increase the size. Oh my god. Again, to something a little bit bigger. Then maybe try to find like a nice block, like something like this. And abstraction. This is great. Let's just remove our guides for now. Maybe I'm gonna change the font to something more black, bold. Yeah, oh, it's looking amazing actually. I'm really happy with this. And let's just do this 001, because I'm trying to make like a series of like abstraction and then typography posters, abstract posters, and like tag name them. So I have actually keep tracking, and let me know if you actually think that's a good idea. What do you think? If you would like to watch like specific posters, like, oh, this is like more abstract posters, and this one is more like typography based posters. I think every technique is really important to learn, to explore and have fun with, because we always like drag these techniques to our day-to-day work. And the best part of doing these posters is like, I don't know if you're already a designer or not, but we don't do this like fun stuff with clients. Clients are more like corporations, so they can't actually, depending on the corporation, of course, they can actually have like a visual that's like too abstract, and like normally this is like just a design workout. You just do these ones just for the fun, and then like relax your mind and explore a little bit more your creativity. So now actually this one I made it really big, but I'm gonna try to follow like a rule here. Like when the end starts there, I will finish my 0, so it's like a really nice aligned, something like this. And I'm going to, I think I used like a transparency here, like a blending mode here as well. Let's go to multiply maybe. No, I think multiply won't work there. Let's just try, I think it was some sorts of overlay for sure. Let's soft light, R light, no, let's just keep experimenting, which is annoying for you to watch me doing this, but it's also nice to be part of. I think I'm gonna still with overlay, gonna keep my overlay here, and on this one, oh, this one actually I made like the type white there, which is like really easy to do, but I'm gonna show you too. So the way I like to do this is I'll just copy the type, edit, copy, and paste in place, and then I make the type white. I get the shape, this shape here, I just make a copy as well. Let's go to edit, copy, paste in place, and then I select the type and the shape like this, and then I right click and make clipping mask, and voila. It's not like perfect, probably, no, it is not, because there is like some black spilling there. So what we need to do is actually send this black back, send to the back, and this way we don't have like the white letters overlaying the black lines there, which is cool, ends up working really well. I think I will make definitely the background a little bit darker now, and let's see how it works when it's not so white, the background. I think I really like it. The only thing bothering me right now is this little bit of black there. Maybe I'm gonna move it. Try to see if I can move it with this one as well. The thing is, like, the clipping mask will move as well, so I will definitely need to adjust this clipping mask. Maybe individually. Yeah, like this, perfect. Yeah, it looks much better now. And let's just create a new layer for a little bit of post-production and noise, and let's just make it black, and let's go to effects, pixelate, no, texture, grain, yes. And let's just use the stipple noise, and then just maybe increase the intensity a little bit, maybe 7. Opacity, let's go find our screen blending mode, and then let's just reduce a little bit so we can actually have a little bit of noise in this poster. So yeah, this is pretty much it. Of course, I've made the shapes with the colors there. Let's just do it as well. Let's just lock this noise. I'm just going to get our guides back. I'm gonna make like a 2. How many colors did we use? I think it was 4 colors, so let's just make 4. In total, I'm gonna get this one. I remember having this one as well. And there are 2 yellows. Let's just remove our guides for a minute. Let's just select this. Let's just rotate this one here, pressing R, and group them, and just make a copy using Alt again to the other side. And yeah, let's just, I'm feeling like the noise is really strong here. Maybe I'm gonna just reduce it like for maybe 10%. Even less than that probably, like just 5% feels nice. You don't want the noise to be very noisy, like you don't want to be distractive. You just want it, we don't want it to be a distraction, you want it to be a detail. So that one is a little bit too much for me. And yeah, this is pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed. Let's just zoom in and make like, oh, here there's a few differences, but the techniques are the same. Let's just delete this one for now. I hope you enjoyed this. It's pretty much like using the power of using like very simple shapes and making really nice compositions with them, and then applying typography over it and under it, and just playing with the blending modes in the end of the day. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Please like and subscribe this video on YouTube and check my social links. I'm trying to use my Instagram a little bit more, Google Chrome, and let's just show you. Let's just do this on the other side here. It's not a very big Instagram at the moment. I'm very inconsistent in these social media platforms, and that's a terrible thing. So, but yeah, here's my Instagram. You can check it, follow me there, and there is like a few more posters. And if there any poster here that you actually like, please feel free to ask for me. I really plan also to make some like what's the name of this, kinetic typography tutorials soon, and like just like this was custom typography that I made. So yeah, follow me there and let's keep getting in contact. And if you have any doubts, just reach to me. I'll be happy to answer your questions. So that's it. Hope I see you in my next tutorial. Bye.